Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to work with different images, resize them and all, and how to use mask. Okay, so yeah, let's get started. So this is our page here. Okay, we can open a new file or new picture from here. Okay, this was a logo, so and import it like this. So we have a logo here, but if you have some other images which you want to import directly into this page, it gets easy. Just open the folder and drag that photo over here. Now you see this cross mark, don't worry about that, just resize it. To resize it, just hold shift and drag one of the corners. Okay, that will make sure that it is resized with keeping the aspect ratio constant. Okay, if you don't hold shift, I mean, you can change it. If you want that, you can do it. If you don't want that, hold shift and then drag. Okay, now if you want to resize it equally from all the edges, okay, so hold shift and alt and then drag, so it will resize around the pivot point. Okay, I think because if you change the pivot point, we'll start resizing towards that point. Okay, so that's how we get it. So that works for even, resizing like this. If you hold shift and alt, then it'll resize like this. So that's fine. So that's how you can resize it, and double click to confirm. Okay, now if you're not happy with the size of this image and you want to decrease the size or increase the size, go to edit, free transform. Okay, and then you get the controls again, but not the X mark. You can increase the size. Okay, double click or press Ctrl T. That's a shortcut for the same thing. We can do it. You can also rotate. All right, do all these options. Right click and you can select any particular options like scale, rotate. Skew will distort the image. Okay, it can be used for some other sort of effects. Okay, Control Z. We can use perspective, which will increase the size from both ends, as if it's on the floor or something. You get that kind of effect. It's on the floor, and probably this is double click to confirm. Probably this is on top of it, might result in cool effects. It looks pretty real, probably because of the angle of the photographs. But get the idea. Go to history, move back. This is where we were. Okay, now I can do that. Okay, I can import more images by just pulling it in and dragging it down. Now if you notice, each is from a different layer. Okay, each import of picture is in a different layer, so you can move around and do stuffs. It's kind of cool. Now what I want to do is probably okay, keep this aside now, or in fact just hide this. All right, we'll work with this one, even hide the logo. Now I want this to blend with the background white. Okay, now this is drastic. I mean, this is dark blue, and there you're getting, there it's complete white, and you won't get that kind of effect that easily. But we have an option here. Okay, we will use mask. Now mask is like a real mask. What mask actually does, it hides your face, right? Here mask will hide a picture, a part of the picture, a portion of the picture. Okay, so it's easy. It can kind of work with a system called map. Now we have to draw a map around it. Now map is like not like India or Australia maps. It's a different map. Okay, so what I have to do is first create a mask. So click on this icon. You'll see this box. Okay, now in a single layer there are two different layers. All right, so this is your original layer, and this is a mask layer which is on top of it, which is white, which means completely visible. Now it can have only two colors, black and white, and a variation between these two, probably gradient. Okay, gray, all the colors between this particular range is what it can store, basically the grayscale. Yeah, so if it has black portion, it means it's hidden. So let's draw black portions. Select a normal brush, size whatever. Start painting, and you can see it's getting hidden. It's different from erasing, okay? Even with erasing, you might get similar effects. I mean, see, it's the same thing. But what's exactly happening here is it's removing the part of the image, okay? But here it's just hidden. This portion is just hidden. You can get it back by just selecting the brush, changing the color to white, and start drawing again. Sorry, I think I'm painting on the picture. Control Z. Select the mask and do it again. Alright, this time I selected the black color, so change to white and do it again. See? I'm getting it. But I'm not getting this portion because it's already deleted. I mean, it's erased off. It's damaged now. So we won't get it. So go to history. Yeah, for that portion. So that's what I said. Now the brush has, I mean, the Photoshop has more control over the brush. Now, size is like the size of the brush. That's understandable. Okay, but hardness is it's a different thing. Okay, now let's click here. Okay, come to new layer, probably, and click. See, this is your main brush, and it has a slight blur at the edges, right? Now, if you want it sharp, make it 100 and click. It's very hard. And if I make it 0, then click. Now see, it's very faded. So depending upon the need of the brush, you can vary this and this one, and you can get different awesome effects. Alright, I will delete this by holding this layer and dragging it down. Okay. And now, as I was saying, I need to blend this with the background, which is white. So click on this mask. Alright. See the difference. Okay. Click on the mask, and reduce the size of it. Zoom out basically. Keep the size high, very high if possible, and keep the hardness 0, and start painting over it. Okay, make sure the color is black. Okay, and start painting. You see what's happening? It's kind of blurring in. I can increase the size to get more soft effect. That's what I was talking about. See, it's kind of blending in. Alright, yes, and you can see some outlines here, so for that you can probably reduce the size and start painting over there, so you get more sharp edges. So see the difference. I mean, if the size is more, then you get a gradual change here, and it kind of blends in. And yeah, so that's how you can use the mask tool. You can use mask to remove some certain part of the picture. You can just erase off. You only want the flower, so you can just erase out the rest of the part, and you get only the flower. And even when you apply the effects, blending options and drop shadow and stuffs, it applies only to the visible portion, okay, not the entire portion. If it was without the mask, if I disable layer mask, if you apply some effects, shadow effect, it applies to the whole layer and it appears as a box. Now, but if you draw a mask around it, it will apply only along the visible edges. So it's kind of cool, and yeah. So that's about it. That's how we can work with masks and resizing the images and stuff. And, you can work with a lot of images at once, and that's very cool. And the layer system and everything. So we'll use this for creating useful things in some other videos. So yeah.